My name is Michelle Pedzik. I am the Chief Human Resources Officer at Canandaigua National Bank and Trust Company.
Hi, my name is Dean Moore. I'm the Vice President of Work Life at St. John's Healthcare Corporation.
Barbara Marinetti DeRozier. I'm the Chief Human Resources Officer for Coordinated Care Services, CCSI.
My name is Christine Whitfield, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer for Ibero-American Action League.
Well, what makes me passionate about HR is there are two famous HR people in the U.S. One is from the Scott Adams comic strip. It's a guy named Catbert, who's a misanthrope, hates all people, and drives only joy for making them miserable. The other famous HR person in the U.S. is from The Office, is a guy named Toby. And Toby's known for being hapless, incompetent, and most importantly all, a complete buzzkill. So what gets me excited about HR, I know I can't change that national perspective on the function, but what gets me excited is, at least at my local level, having people say that, yeah, I know about HR, but the group we work with is really pretty good.
Ooh, such a good question. At the end of the day, I love people. I love working with people to help them learn and grow. I'm particularly passionate about organizational development and really training and developing young leaders. That's probably one of the most favorite things that I do. The other thing I love is that I love that not every day is the same in HR. All of us HR people could get together and I'm sure write an interesting book about how the world of HR, truth is stranger than fiction. So I love that excitement and just the fact that every day is different.
I am passionate about HR because I feel that there is no other field that gives you that feeling of enjoyment when it comes to just making a difference in someone's world. Whether it's offering them a job of their dreams, offering them a compensation that they never thought they would receive, or in some cases also giving them news that maybe was unexpected, but doing it in a way where you are leaving them whole and showing them you care. Who is a leader that I most admire? Angelica Perez Delgado. She's the president and CEO of Ibero-American Action League. She has been with Ibero since 2019, and she has been by far one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest advocates, and just my go-to person when it comes to situations I'm unsure about or even decisions where I want a second opinion. She's a true thought leader. She's courageous. I just am really thankful to have her by my side on this journey.
A leader that I most admire is Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and for three reasons. The one is that she always showed up for work and never felt daunted by the task in front of her. Number two is that she played the long game, so it wasn't about the short wins, it was about sustainable change. And number three is because she was a collaborator. She always tried to find common ground with her opposers and to work together towards a common goal.
This is a very, very tough question to figure out who the leader is that I love the most, because I've been able to work with so many great leaders, including my current leader, Frank Hamlin, who makes me laugh every day. But probably the person that has been the most impactful to me is Candy Walters, who's the former owner of HR Works. She's retired. She really taught me empathy, how to think strategically, and most importantly, really understanding that when you speak to people clearly and kindly, that's where you get the most benefit. So I miss Candy, she's fabulous.
My favorite hobby right now is volunteering with fundraising committees for other not-for-profits. I work in a not-for-profit. We do not have a fundraising arm, so I enjoy working with other not-for-profits and helping them with their advancement with their fundraising.
I love dancing. So I am of Hispanic descent, so I love dancing salsa, bachata, merengue. It's in my roots. I absolutely love it. You know, the pandemic kind of put a pause on that, but I just really love dancing, and I also like cooking too, but dancing is my number one.
What is my favorite hobby? For 20 years, my hobby was doing stuff with my kids. And then for 10 years, my hobby was watching my kids do stuff. My youngest son played his last college lacrosse game 3 years ago, so now my hobbies are ones that I pick, and I like to read, I like to garden, and I like to go on walks and hikes with my 2 idiot dogs. My children point out to me that my hobbies all involve doing things where I don't have to talk to anyone. Sounds about right.
So, my very first job was a chambermaid at the Rip Van Dam Hotel in Saratoga Springs, New York. That role taught me a lot of things. It taught me that you're not always given props for a job well done. It taught me attention to detail, and it really taught me customer service. And it also taught me how to make hospital corners when you're making a bed, which is a lifelong skill.
What was my first job? The summer of my junior year in high school, I applied for jobs because I turned an age in Pennsylvania where I could. I got 2 job offers, and I took them both. I was a night shift janitor in a factory. I loved that job. It turns out I found out I loved to clean because there was a before and after, a great sense of accomplishment. And I got a job at a convenience store. And I grew up in the Appalachia area of Pennsylvania, very rural, very poor. If you have a cow tied up in your backyard, we call you uppity. And I worked the night shift on the weekends in the convenience store, and you can just imagine the kind of folks that strolled in. It was just so much fun. So those are my 2 first jobs, got them both in the same week.
My first job at 16 years old was a fashion consultant at the fashionable Fashion Barn, and I had to consult with professionals on how to dress for success at 16 when my only frame of reference was General Hospital.